Praise the Lord. My name is Brother Robert Uribe, and I have the honor and the privilege of attending Life Covenant Sanctuary. I'd like to share a little bit about myself and a little bit about how I came to God and how I came to Life Covenant. Originally, I'm from Los Angeles, California. I am the youngest of three. Unfortunately, my brothers and myself, we grew up in a fatherless home. And though I was young and I didn't understand the concept of divorce, I did feel the impact of divorce. This led me to a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of agony. It left me with a void in my heart that I couldn't fill with other things. There would be times where I would cry myself to sleep and I would ask, why didn't I have the opportunity to have a father? There would be times where I would close myself behind closed doors and weep and cry and ask if I was unlovable, if I wasn't worthy. A lot of unanswered questions that came about this situation. My worth, my value. There would be times where I would go to the library or to school and I would see these other kids with their father, and there was a longing in my heart. There was a longing in my spirit to be fathered. Statistics say that fatherless individuals are 5 times more likely to commit crimes. Statistics also say that fatherless individuals are 9 times more likely to drop out of school. And the last statistic that I want to bring out is that fatherless individuals are 9 times more likely to end up behind bars. And that is very true. I should have been one of those statistics. So many of those that I rub shoulders with are either in jail, addicted to drugs, or unfortunately have passed away. I know that if it would not have been by the grace of God, if it would not have been for the grace of God, I too would have been a statistic. And the reality is that I don't come from a prestigious background. I don't come from a family of a great renowned name. I actually don't. I come from the dirt. I come from the bottom. I come from nothing. But it amazes me that God is able to do something with what the world calls nothing. You know, the Bible says that God will use the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. Then I found an apostolic church. This is where I gave my life to God. This is where I gave my pain a voice. This is where I began to cry out for a father. And I learned that if you would be real with God, God will be real with you. I began to expose my wounds and cry out for a father. And that's when I felt that God stepped down into that church. God himself came down into that altar and he filled me with his spirit. And now my search for a father was over. The beautiful thing is that, yes, my situation is being fatherless. And maybe someone else's situation is different. Maybe they were the ones that got divorced. Or maybe your situation is different. But one thing that I do know is that we all need the compassion of God. We all need the love of God. There's something in our spirit, in our heart, in our soul that longs for the love of God. And can I tell you that the compassion of God, the love of God is available here in this place. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your need. One thing I could assure you is that God is able to fill your void. God is able to meet whatever it is that you're facing. And he is able to give you this love and compassion. I'm so very thankful to be part of Life Covenant Sanctuary. I am confident and I know that God is still with me. And I know that he's going to continue to lead me and guide me. And I strongly believe that my story is not finished. It's just the beginning.